thing. So let me just show you. We find the root on the B string, index finger, and most of the time that BB box is then going to have mostly the major pentatonic and minor pentatonic in the same position. So let me just show you what the major pentatonic would be, you know, G, B, and high E right there. And that doesn't sound like BB King at all, right? But that's just a set of notes. So from the key of E, that would be 4 to 6 on the G, and then 5 to 7 on the B. I'm switching to index third on both. And then you'd have the 4th fret high E to 7th fret high E. So those are the notes of the major pentatonic. Let's look at the minor pentatonic in that same position. So that looks different. It's 4 to 7, 5 to 8, and then 5 to 7. Now in the minor pentatonic and the blues scale, you've got this flat 5, which would be the blues note. And so that would be the 6th fret high E that passes up to the 7 or passes down to the 5. But you can bend that. Now also that major, back to the major pentatonic, that note is the major third of an E7 chord, or the 1 chord in the blues. But that same note is in this kind of what we're calling the BB box, slid up from 7 to 9, and this is just for the key of E. Like that. Which means also you can bend up to that. Or slid. You can bend that 7th fret B string up to the minor third from the minor pentatonic. So and that gives its own flavor. Also, the minor third to the major second, it can be used, the minor third can be used as more of a like blues note passing tone in the major pentatonic, like this. As opposed to the straight minor pentatonic. So what's happening, especially in the blues and especially B.B. King's approach, is he played more major pentatonic style licks on the 1 chord of the blues. So if I'm playing an E blues, the E7 chord, or it was definitely more of but then over the 4 chord, which would be A7, he would play that E minor pentatonic over the 4 chord.
Did you guys hear me at all? Jesus. My kids were down here playing, used the streaming station to play some Xbox, and they did not get off soon enough for me to set up, and everything's akimbo. Let's start over, shall we? Hi, welcome to Famicom Dojo. Where this week we're going to play The Legend of Zelda again. Ooh. But before we get started, we're better taped. But before we get started, I also want to do a little trick involving this. Plus, I found my manuals that I mentioned last time that I didn't have with me. So I read a PDF version to you. God. Clown shoes. Jesus. Anyway, what I was trying to show you was last week, Satoshi suggested, when we read the phrase mystical triangle, that should be on a t-shirt. So, here we go. We made it. There's a hoodie. There's a beanie, a toque, as you might say, and a t-shirt. There's multiple colors, like, you know. I think the navy looks good, even though it was designed to go on black. Yeah, there's black, there's navy. Oh, it's purple. I don't know. Purple's really good too. Navy, it looks real good. And I would show you, like, on the streaming setup. But like I said, I didn't have time to get everything done properly. XSplit's real fun, guys. Like, it caused us to be late by like half an hour last week because of a whole reauthentication thing I had to do for not streaming for a while. And now, like, for years now, every time I log in, I have to make sure that the microphone is hooked up to this camera, like in the software, and also similarly that the streaming device, its audio pipes through properly, because it forgets for some reason every single time we do this. But anyway, I got the manual. Like I said, this was very vital to our playing last time because there was also this handy dandy insert that came with it. Everything's washed out. Come on, come on, come on, focus. There we go. And it includes a map of most of the overworld, plus where the first 5 levels are. So we did the first 3 because we spent a lot of time grinding to get Link all powered up to be able to handle things better. But I didn't have the manual, and I was trying to explain how the manual had a lot more story than even the opening crawl that this game does. Ooh, look at that! Isn't that gorgeous? So that's all like clay and stuff, right? Like they bothered to make the overworld like as a relief. Just to take a photo for the manual. But then there's all these great photographs, and I showed the Famicom disk system version, but the images weren't quite as good. They were kind of like offset, and there was text over it, and you didn't see as much of them. These are absolutely flipping gorgeous. Excuse me. And have been using them, and will continue to use these images for the thumbnails for this series because it's so fantastic. But like, this really fires the imagination, you know, gives you an idea of what you're in for. And I just adore it. Now, is it representative of what's in the game? Not entirely, not exactly, but it's great, and I love it. So in case anyone's wondering where the mystical triangle came from, it looks a bit like that guy right there. That was the whole idea was to remind us of that thing. And we'll see how far along it's gotten. Before we start, I mean, it's been 10 minutes. I guess we had to do a double take, right? But let's see how everyone's doing today. Satoshi's here. I was trying to get a goal, an official goal set. And I can't hit the start goal button. But there, you can see that I'm trying to set it. Okay? So come on. Come on. Focus. Focus. Good Lord. There it goes. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. So the t-shirt, there's a winter dojo sale happening where things like this hat, this hoodie, any hat, any hoodie that we have is 10% off on our fourth wall store right now. So that includes the new things that we've just released. But the t-shirt's regularly priced because the t-shirt isn't a winter item. And so it's regularly priced with the rest of our t-shirts. So if we can get a goal on this stream of 10 super chats at $2 a piece or $20 of any combination, then I will bring down the price of the t-shirt $1 for the remainder of the Winter Dojo sale, separately and apart from the 10% off, because it's not priced to be 10% off. None of the t-shirts are. But I will take it down $1, which is about 5%. So, for everyone. That's the thought, that's the idea. Before we get started, I wanted to show you a little trick first. Because this guy came out, or gal, rather, the first Metroid Prime video game in 18 years, nearly 20 years. 2007 was the last time. I played it on the stream. I still haven't finished Metroid Prime 3. But we wanted to answer a question about how these Switch 2 editions work, because you see right there, it says Switch 2 edition. But at the bottom, if you can read that, which you can't because of the stupid ring light and the lack of focus. Anyway, it's a blurb that explains that Switch 2 edition cartridges with a specific Switch 2 edition branding is really just Switch 1 software plus an upgrade pack on the cartridge. So of course it works in the Switch 2, but that means it's Switch 1 software. Despite it being on a Switch 2 cartridge. Like, it's not a hybrid cartridge. It's legitimately a Switch 2 cartridge. It's got the number BEE0006, which is a Switch 2 cartridge. Hold on. So I got my OLED right here. Excuse me. Turn this off. By comparison, we got a Switch 1 cartridge, which is, well, this one specifically, Mario Odyssey. That's HAC008. It's dark and it's not reflecting well enough. 008. So I just wanted to show you, for anyone who's not sure, again, the stupid ring light's making this difficult. We're better taped. Boop. There it goes, Metroid Prime 4. It's even got the black outline of the inserted cartridge in there. And that's new. That's new with the latest major version update on the firmware, that it shows you the difference between, not just between physical and virtual game cards, but it's showing you the difference between Switch 2 and Switch 1 software. So I plug this into a Switch 2 and it'll show up a Switch 2 software. Fantastic. Digital's a bit different. We're going to do a whole video about it. Like I was just going to do one about like, does it work? But it does work because it says so right on all the Switch 2 edition games. It's not a mystery. But there's a little more to it than that, because there's also digital to consider. It's kind of the history of Nintendo doing this kind of thing. Ooh, do I have it? I might have this stuff at the ready, because like I said, I was preparing to make a video about it. So we have, to keep with the Zelda theme, we have Link's Awakening. We have Link's Awakening. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Yes. There we go. We have Link's Awakening, and we have Zelda DX. Black Game Boy Color cartridge. And this works in an original Game Boy, but also has enhanced features for a Game Boy Color. By comparison, this is the cartridge that's a Game Boy Color only cartridge. So, similar to how Nintendo's doing things with the Switch and Switch 2, but not the same. Similar. But I figured it'd be fun to bring that in and bring it back to Zelda before we get started here. Because this game's got this series has a great, long, and storied history. And I want to talk about it. So we're going to do a video about that. That's the next one we're working on. This next one we're filming. I'm editing one right now that's shorter. Hoping to get it out by next week. We'll see. I still got to film and finish scripting the one about the Switch 2 edition stuff. It was going to be a much shorter thing, and I expanded it a while ago. And then when I realized, oh, we need to talk about the digital side of things because it is a little bit different and a little frustrating. I was like, all right, we gotta handle this right and do it in the proper Dojo fashion. Because what's a Dojo video without history and an unexpected revelation, right? So, and we're better taped. The whole presentation will be much better than this little impromptu thing at the start here. But yeah, just want to talk about that. The very next video will include this. We'll include this. What for? Well, you'll just have to see. But it's film. I just got to finish editing it. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be playing Zelda today once more on the Nintendo Classics Edition. Used to be called Nintendo Switch Online. Everything got rebranded with the latest firmware update, the minor one. And we're going to use these because they're NSO specific controllers. And this was the video we were going to do about these, about the Famicom ones, about a bunch of other ones, and relating to the forward compatibility. This is before the Switch 2 came out and kind of threw everything akimbo because we didn't know where it was Switch 2 going to be compatible with these controllers. So we had to kind of wait until we had all the information. Because why make this video and have it be outdated and wrong, or speculate and like have the answer readily available? That wouldn't make any sense. So we kind of had to put pause on our entire plan. But then it took for flipping ever for the Nintendo Switch Online versions to become Nintendo Classics versions, and the primary driver appearing to be having the ability to do control button mapping, which didn't exist before the Switch 2 came along, and then they just updated everything. Yeah, I think they realized with the GameCube stuff they weren't going to get away with default mappings because the N64, as I put my original script for it, was a cluster, which is why I bought this guy in early 2023 or late 2022. I can't remember. So when you sit on something long enough, it kind of comes around and Nintendo addresses your complaints before you can make them. Or someone else made them for you. Anyway, that's enough jibba jabba. Let's get to the retro station and we'll read some comments. Shame. Suppose it'd help if I turn the console on, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. The TV also isn't on or running the game software. This game, the Exit 8, Vink told me to buy, sight unseen. And in relation to this, there's also a Switch 2 edition of it. It only cost $1, but importantly, it's all digital software, which helped me to research the differences between Switch and Switch 2. Suffice to say, presently, it is inserted into this console. The video game card video was our first attempted pivot away from the controller video, because it's like, oh, this is a new feature coming out, we should really cover it because it's confusing. It's confusing. And then the Switch 2 came out about a month later, and that threw a wrench in things because it made the problem more pronounced. And it's like, well, we had to take a break to do the launch-based activities anyway. But, oops, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, I did this last time. Oh, God. Yeah, hold on. Some people's kids, I tell you. I can't do anything right. Oh, God, this is why we're better taped. Change grip. We gotta do this. Why do we do this? Because of the stupid way that we have to close software. Plus, the X button that lets me do this doesn't exist on these controllers. Plus, the special things that this controller can do inside of Nintendo Classics can't be done. Sorry, the special things it can do inside of Nintendo Classics can't be done outside of it. Because why would they? Why would they? Again, topic for the video. Anyway, good Lord. Oh, now I'm controller 2. Do this again. Change the grip in order. Just to be safe, I'm gonna add controller 2. Also, maybe just switch those around because this one has more battery than the other. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, there's lots to say about these controllers, and you can say them about the Famicom ones too. But I split them up into 2 different videos for reasons that will hopefully become obvious. So, like I promised, we're going to look at Nintendo has a long-standing history of not addressing complaints. Well, topic of basic white or basic black. I don't even know what topic. If I think of Switch complaints, whatever it is you're talking about is not top of mind because I have no idea what it means. So you're gonna have to let me know in the comments there. I also fixed. I used to be 30 seconds ahead of you guys. Like if you told me anything in the comments, I wouldn't see it for 30 seconds. Now it's like 7. So we've lowered the latency. Should be fine. Anyway. I did it again. After all that we just went through, I flipping... Thank God. After everything we just went through, and I screwed it up again. We're better taped. I can't talk and do this at the same time is the real problem. Okay. Do that. Let me go back. I could do this on the Switch 2 as well. These controllers do work. I just haven't installed NES on the Switch 2. The Famicom version's on there, but I don't want to play the Famicom version, at least not right now, because I don't feel like translating any of the very sparse dialogue. And that's all there is to it. Think about it. There you go. Think about it. Okay, we're going to use the correct account this time. Good Lord. The general UI theme, switches only white or black. Oh, okay. How many themes have they added on top of basic white and basic black? Right. That's silly. I agree. Do I care that much? Eh. But I agree it's very silly. Especially when the 3DS had those things. It really did at the time feel like the Switch was going to add that stuff later, but now we're like a whole console generation later. So I saved this game without dying. That's fun. Let's see if we can continue the tradition here. Actually, that does remind me, I want to create a suspend point. Okay. So, saving does set you back in that you have the three, filled hearts versus what I did have. But it shouldn't be that hard to fill back up. I'm not concerned. You shouldn't be concerned either. What are we up to? We are up to 9 hearts. 4, 8, 9. Okay. So, we're going to get one more. Oh, thank you. Yes, I appreciate you. I have these helpful hints turned off on my main account. And we're not using that one, not because, you know, there were clearly 2 unused slots, but because I have save states on there that I want to use, in part for the aforementioned controller video. But also, I just don't like mixing and matching. Having to keep stuff straight. What's this one for? I don't remember. So I'll just like try to use this account as my like streaming save account in general, and then I don't have to worry about remembering. But yeah, as you saw, I died 55 times. I'm doing much better this time and didn't use any rewind trickery or whatever. I'm pretty sure that there's nothing here, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're just going to do this. Alright. Just to be safe. Alright, that's what I thought. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh, I can't do that yet! I keep getting the raft and the ladder mixed up. Dang it. Sorry. What do we have here? That works, though. Okay, up to 10. Keep that number in mind. We're going to keep rolling. The game audio is echoey. It's probably because you're hearing it through my TV. And through the capture device, and they're not perfectly in sync. So I can turn mine down. I don't need to hear it that well. I could put headphones into it if I really cared that much, which I do not. I don't recall there's anything else that we had to do on the overworld. I don't feel like running through all this stuff again. But I did need to get that heart container. What's down here? I don't remember. Death. Oh, yes. For as much as I brag about loving to use this, I'm sure not using it a lot. Like how that guy was twitching for a little bit before settling down into not moving at all. What am I missing? I got a lot of money last time. I need arrows. I don't need them. And I need the meat. I don't need the meat yet, I don't think. Not for where we're going. So now I can shoot arrows. And arrows, as we discussed last time, you had to get the bow first, and that's the first item you get. Useless! You can't use it right away. Unless you bought the arrow, but the arrow's useless without the bow. So once you have them, though, you don't pick up arrows like you do in later Zelda games. You expend your rubies, aka rupees, like so. And then you get them back, like so. So now I'm down to 21 after firing 2 of them, and that's fine. This makes sense in the context of this game where you max out 256. And you have to find ways to spend them or lose them anyway. So that's cool. But also, like, expanding your wallet, I think, came from this idea too. It's like, it's not enough money. And so in, like, later Zelda games, they make a whole point of, like, getting the bigger wallet. And, like, they completely eliminate that, I think, in, like, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's eliminated. Pretty sure. Ah, yes. Anyway, on to level 4. Alright, have fun making dinner. Yeah, so I have 2 keys left over from previous dungeons. Like, there's a plethora of keys, which is kind of weird to me. And you can use them across different... I knew that was broken already, but it's just frustrating that it's getting worse all the time. I just lean on it and it falls over. You know, good stuff. So the last level we were in, I did not open any doors, and I was able to defeat the entire labyrinth, get the Triforce piece, defeat the boss without opening any doors. And we're not going to do that this time. General rule of thumb, for me anyway, when playing a game... Oh, watch this little trick. This is why in Zelda 2, you know that the candle will light your path. Because of how that works. I didn't have an opportunity before, I don't think, to do that. So I have the white sword now. And the white sword allows me to cut in half, or sorry, double the damage I can do. I don't know if you can bomb any of these. I might be wasting, yeah. I just don't know. I'm gonna not bomb things unless I feel like I need to. The white sword doubles the damage, but there are certain enemies, like these guys, it's not enough. But if you can get more damage out of it, then they won't split. I think it's these guys, if I'm remembering correctly, they won't split into these keys, these red keys, because you'll damage them enough that it'll exceed the damage of the keys as well. The hit points, the damage that you deal. Definitely true with the blobs. It split into the littler blobs. I don't remember the actual name of those guys. Alright, I don't know if I have to do anything. I know there's a level where I can walk through a wall. It might be a lot later, though. So you could also play this totally in the dark. Like there's no requirement that I figure out how to see anything. It's just helpful so that I know what I'm dealing with, can navigate. Yeah. There are only a handful of different shapes for the different areas in this game, which is good to know for like pattern recognition and whatnot. Good for storage. You know, just swap out tile sets, swap out enemies that spawn, and you save a lot of space on the disc, because this was released on disc originally. Less of an issue with the cartridge, where you can add to the RAM, but also add to the price. Right, so as I mentioned, oh yeah, so with the white sword here, I've hit these guys hard enough that they won't split as they did previously. Twofer. All right. I can't use either of my weapons. That's rude. Oh my god. How long does this last? Do I have to leave? There we go. Oh, it's a candle. Alright, it's just the sword that you can't use if you touch an anti-fairy. I got confused about that. Oh, I can't kill these guys because I don't have a throwing sword. I have arrows, though. One of the reasons why I got them is to not worry about stuff like this. Ooh, damn it. Alright, now we're down to business. Let's get down to that thing and defeat the Huns. I mean, Ganon's minions. Ah! Come on! Alright. Ooh, got all excited. Threw that thing sideways. Ah! So like we could go, okay, so like I was saying earlier, the thing to do in especially the Zelda games is to go the wrong way first. Especially that wrong way is an easier way. Ooh, and these guys might eat my shield. Oh no. Likes, do not like you. Do not like. So one guy will temporarily disable my sword. The other will eat my large shield. What a dingus. So sometimes going the wrong way does you well. Does you very well. Other times it does not do you well at all. Oh yeah, and then you can just walk straight across here. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that. Fun. You probably need this. Oh yeah. You need this, I think. Because I can't get the map here. I used that key for no reason. Yup. Sucks, doesn't it? So that's how you can like save. Like there's some deliberate trickery that they try and pull on you. And if I had just not used the key there, then I could just hold on to it and use it later. So I'm actually down. I'm actually down a key right now. Did they design this that you had the extra keys at the end of those levels? Yeah, I came in with 2. I'd have to buy one at this point if I had misused them somehow. That's interesting. Oh, I can't even go this way. I can't even go this way. Right? I can't even go this way. So what am I missing? Right, I don't have the map. I can't get to the map. Right? Excuse me. So what are my options? I can... whatever. I can't walk through that wall. Can I bomb it? Nope. I don't know if this is a level where you can bomb the walls. Oh, what's our shape today? Our shape for the dungeon. Oh, it'll probably say when I get the map, won't it? Oh my god. So imagine, if you will, not having the white sword at this point. Which you only need 5? I think it's 5 heart containers to acquire. And you actually know where it is. I would have to hit these guys twice, and then they'd split apart. No fun. No fun for anyone. Do not like it. No, sir, I do not. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here, and I'm running out of bombs to boot. So yeah, you like my shirt? I got this from Vink. Last time he visited. And I was gonna wait to play this game until we did the video about the NES controllers, because we're gonna talk about Zelda a lot in that video. Not least of which is because we can demonstrate the save trick with player 2. I mean, you don't need an NES controller in specific to do that. Just know that it works still, and then like having a second NES controller makes me think of it. You can do that with any second controller. So I am missing something. Now that I have the ladder, I wonder if I can cross somewhere I couldn't before. What did I do wrong? I played through this whole game and beat it not too long ago. So the fact that I can't remember how to beat level 4 right now is really grinding my gears. I could look it up. What's the fun in that? Part of the point of me playing the game this way and like not using a walkthrough is to kind of show you how someone might go about playing it without tips or a hint line or, you know, any percent speedrun mentality. Just like, here's how you play a game at the time the game was made. I'm going to perish before I get much farther at this rate. So yeah, like something you can do is, if you don't know where you're going, is to play like this. Like swap through your secondary weapons. And if I were bored, I could just walk all the way back. And, oh, I'm an idiot. Ah! Why did I can cross here. I can cross now. Because I have the freaking ladder. Oh my god. Anyway. Let's go back to the Jeepers. Jeepers Christmas. Ow. Not mean to get that close. Will I die? I'm not getting any help from the enemies in this level. I could easily perish. Oh, my lord. So something that I could have done and have stubbornly refused to do, but I think I'm at the point where I'm going to have to, is, oh my god. It took forever for that to come back. Is to actually use potions. Another great way to spend your money and not, you know, the use it or lose it situation I described earlier. Oh my gosh. Are these the Japanese hopping demons too? Is that what these are? The Chinese ones, I mean? Because the Chinese ones look like people. These look like proper, like, demons. They're hopping, so I have to ask, you know? These are the things that I think about. Oh, yeah. And I'm out of bombs. Guess I'll die. Hey, Rachel. You want my hat? 10% off in the store. All right. What's the difference between continue and retry? What's the difference? I think I know, but I want to make sure. Okay, if you continue, Link will retain all possessions he had at the death and respawn with 3 hearts. The death counter will be incremented, but only in WRAM and not SRAM. I'm not sure what the difference is. Oh, is SRAM the save? So when you go and save it, it gets saved at that point. So WRAM is that working RAM? So it'll be incremented then, and then when you go and save, it'll save that value. And then reloads. Otherwise, you can continue and not save, and then reload with that counter. Is that how that works? I don't freaking know. No progress is saved. Select and load menus will be skipped. Respawn Link on south of the It's Dangerous to Go Alone cave. Retry, discard all progress since last save. Death counter is not incremented. You'll be returned to the select load slot menu. Respawn Link with 3 hearts and It's Dangerous. So either way, I reappear there instead of where I am currently, but the death counter went up. But I'm going to be able to keep my the map and the compass. The keys I spent will remain spent. And What was the last thing I was thinking of? I think continue is the best option here in the interest of the stream. I don't want to have to go through all that again. Oh, but it started me at the beginning of the labyrinth, which I should have remembered. It would do that. Oh, it doesn't say what this is. Is it a salamander? It says somewhere. It's like, Sean, that's eagle. It might say in the instruction booklet. Is that where I saw it? What all the different level icons mean? Because they have all the enemies in here. The Zelda ABCs. Map to get to level 2 underground labyrinth. So there's even a map in here if you want to see how to get to level 2, including that one. Well, it even tells you. I'll come back to this in a minute after we get this Triforce piece, because that's interesting to me. Maybe not to anyone else, but it's interesting to me, and so I'll have to explain it to you. Magical sword, shield. I thought that there was somewhere where it showed you all the. Maybe it was in the Japanese manual. Ooh, I only have 3 hearts though, and no bombs. That's the most important part. Doesn't get bombs. Hello, Kellen. Oh, well, family is important, so I'm glad you didn't skip out for our account. Woo, there we go. You just would have watched us fail for the last however long. I was able to get to the other levels very quickly. Not so today. Not so today, because I got lost because I'm dumb. But that'll help. Every little bit helps. I'm also going to go this way now because I got to do it later anyway. I have 10? Yeah, I have 10 hearts. Not all filled, though. I picked up Breath of the Wild again since I played this last, because I need to play the Switch 2 version. All the Switch 2 edition research stuff got me thinking, oh, I have Switch 2 editions of 2 games for free. I got them because they're part of the NSO expansion pack. And I should just utilize them. I should be playing those games. And then that stopped when Metroid Prime 4 came out. So, anyway. Ooh. Okay, I have 4 bombs, which is good, but not like good enough. Those blue moblins are the ones that give those to you. So, I forget who else does. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Don't be greedy. Those are my bombs. I deserve them. You're just holding them for me. Yeah, so I explained last time that, like, as a kid, beating this game without dying was like the holy grail, right? But I thought you'd do it in one sitting. Like, I think we all thought that, because the only way that you could save the game was to die, you know, and save any progress you made. I don't know, like, I don't know that we didn't know about the continue trick at the time. We might have. I think we did. But I didn't realize that it didn't, that just saving it, because you didn't die, it didn't increment your death counter, that saving it would not count as a death. I thought it did. I remember it counting as a death, and It's possible I didn't misremember it, because it clearly didn't behave that way. I had a saved game at a point from past the first part of it, and it was 0. So, yeah. Okay. We're up to 11. We have our bombs. We have full health. Let's continue on. So, I mean, I didn't expect I was going to keep this at 0. It wasn't really a goal of mine. It's a good learning opportunity anyway. I mean, I can and could play... Ooh, this is level 8, by the way. Oh! I forgot you could... All right, check this out. I went in here and I got really badly hurt. Oh, maybe I got one of my keys from here. Oh, I didn't even leave this room. Okay. Maybe I got one of my keys from here. But my complaint was I couldn't cross again. But you can if you just kind of walk up to the side. I forgot about that. Oh, no. Someone else mentioned, too, that there's a trick in the first dungeon. It's a glitch. Where if you walk in, there's a locked door right away. You can walk out and walk back in. And it will be unlocked. And stay unlocked. You have to walk out the front door, though. You can't go out to the sides. Or that doesn't work. But it's funny, right? Like, whoops. But also you can save another key that way. If you want. I could have sworn one of these burns down. I can't remember. Small head, too full of things, need a bigger head. Head's too small? I think that this actually will take... Yeah. Whoops. Ooh. Is it 20? I think it took 20 from me. What are you going to do? Speedrun 100%. That was a lot of fairies. I think the algorithm was a little busted there. Ow! So as you saw earlier, and I skipped over because I was in the middle of talking at the time, the other critter that will drop bombs for you are the blue Octoroks. Blue Moblins, blue Octoroks. I guess, technically, I could have saved myself a trip out there and back if I had gotten both of those hearts at the same time when I had the ladder. But in my defense, I forgot that I needed the ladder for one of them. And couldn't just use... the raft. So, whoopsies. But I knew it was there. Alright. Let's get this over with. So honestly, what's left to do here? Because... I thought they weren't going to move. I thought I was going to have a second. Because that's not the final boss. But I have... Hold on, hopping demons. I have the map. I have the compass. I have the item from this dungeon. Why is there so much space left? Okay. So now I'm totally down on keys. I had 2 extra coming in, and now something feels wrong, right? Was the game designed this way? Is this why people felt like they had to buy keys? If you don't go in order, I guess this could happen to you, right? I already walked into the waterfall too, so it's like, that's a hint for how to get to level 5. What we've done. Ow. Ow. Oh. Helps if I could see where I'm going, huh? There we go. There, now that lovely dungeon master sound comes roaring back. I forget what that sounds like on the disc system. But you know, in my childhood, this is what it sounded like, so it wouldn't be nostalgic for me to hear otherwise. What do we got? Oh yeah, 3-headed critter. Does this work? Or this one's 2-headed. Nope, does not work. I'm just gonna brute force this. Just brute force it. Maybe this is a bad idea. Oh god. So, good thing that I got the white sword and the blue ring. Good gravy. Ugh. Is the continue trick shown in the manual? I don't think so. Hold on. Let me see. I do want to show you the Triforce thing that I was thinking about too. So this is a good excuse to find that page in the manual that I saw that made me think of it. Hey! Don't be a butt. Okay, that's that spot. Okay. Now that you have created a Link character, you are ready to start Link's adventure. Use the select button to move the heart to the yada yada yada. Game over options. The game is over when Link's power level is 0. At this time, you have 3 options to continue save and retry. Choose one by selecting using the select button and then pressing start. Continue, carry on with the same game. This will start a new game with the last one left off. Link will keep all his possessions from the last game and we'll start with 3 life power hearts. So as the website I went to explained, it just starts you from where you were. It's not a new game, right? Or you're continuing the same game. That's all that means. Save is store the game for later play. Store Link's possessions in your game pack's memory so you can carry on with the same game at sometime in the future, but that also increments your death count. Retry erases the current game information. So it doesn't erase it, it just ignores it and reverts to the last save. So retry lets you go back to the main screen and then pick which save you want to continue from. Right. So the data will be permanently lost though. Like whatever I did since the last save is gone. You're right. Oh, page 15. Stopping the game. This is after a section about taking turns, playing with a friend. Take turns at the end of your game. Select save or retry and press start. Your friend can start a game using a different Link character. To start a different game, always store the game in memory and turn the power off. So, but it says stopping the game at any time you may end your game With the subscreen displayed, see page 17, simultaneously press A button on controller 2 on the control pad. You can cancel the game by doing this. Phenomenal. Hold on, I can't see if it's focusing on what I'm doing. There it is. There it is, page 15. I must have known it was in there at some point, so we must have known about the continue trick as kids, right? Because it was in the flipping manual. Anyway, all right, let's look at the Triforce now. Oh, it's too soon. Oh, I have one more level to do. Yeah, it shows you in here the order that the Triforce pieces are filled in. So we have 1 top left, 2 top right, 3 bottom left, 4 bottom right, and then 5 is this funny looking spot. So it fills in the Triforce in this weird way. And when I was considering making the Mystical Triangle t-shirt, I wanted to use that 5-piece configuration initially. Because it was always interesting to me as a kid. But that's not the one people know. People know this one. People know this one right here. And the different triangles too. This is the equilateral triangle, right? So with how many is that? 320-degree angles? Because it adds up to 360, right? Right? Or does it add to 180? Add to 180. Because this is a right triangle on the screen right now. So this is 90 and these other two are 45. Yeah, it adds up to 180. Sorry. So right, so it's 360-degree corners on an equilateral triangle. But I think the reason that they did this is because an equilateral triangle cannot be split into smaller pieces with other equilateral triangles, right? They did this so they could split up this Triforce into 8 pieces that were all also equilateral triangles. Interesting. So this is the one that we used for our mystical triangle t-shirt design right there. So I dig it. I dig this so hard. I love it. Mine's on the way currently. So if you guys want one of your own, this is where you go. We are very far short of the goal I had set to get some super chats to bring down the price of that t-shirt for everybody. Maybe we'll try it again next time. I will be wearing it next time so you can see. It should be here by then. So then you can see how important it is. All right. Yes, thank you for, yeah, I was going to bring up the first game only does have power and wisdom. So yeah, you're not familiar with this design yet. You can make it in this game by getting only the Triforce pieces for levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. And then it makes the design that you see here. So you can do it. You can do it in the game. But yeah, the Triforce didn't reference 3 individual powers. It referenced a triangle-shaped power, and there were only 2 of them. But I guess they figured in making Zelda 2, we need 3 Triforces, right? Because it 3 of 3s, 3 3s. So there you go. Yeah, man. Am I going the right way? I am not. I am not going the right way at all. I need to turn around. But can I do this? I can't. Have I gone in here? I don't recall if I went in here. Let's try going in here. Meet the old man at the grave. Well, that's what I'm going to do. That's actually where I'm going. Because things have gotten too difficult. We need to ease them up a bit. It only seems fair before we continue. Oh, yeah. I really liked playing this game again. When I did it earlier this year, like this is kind of when I was playing Zelda 2 and I beat Zelda 2 for the first time. Like I've beaten this game many times. But I had never beaten Zelda 2 without assistance. Like Game Genie assistance until... Was it 2022 that I did that? Whatever year that I streamed... oh, it might have been 2023, and then like late 2023 is when I found... yeah, because it's 2025 now. That's when I found the PC version. No, is that right? Yes, because I got the N64 controller to play that version on PC in early 2024. And it's been a year since, yeah, yep. And I had meant to make a video about it at that time, so it's been 2 years. Ugh. Ugh. Seriously. Ugh. Let's not. There's a way that you can, I mentioned it, I didn't show it to you, but I mentioned it. Oh, I'm gonna keep that one, because I got lucky. Heck yeah. Do this again. I'm just getting I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, so now we can see which one it was. We can rewind. It's still the same one. When you walk in the door, it sets it at that point. So I'm not gonna take it this time. Just wanted to show you that. But I'm gonna keep those first two because those were legit wins. Oh, I have to go down, don't I? Criminy. I can get that piece of meat now. It's a good idea. Do that soon. What's up here? Oh, it's one of these. Which one is it? There it is. An item outside of the labyrinth. The whole labyrinthine scheme. There are lots of ways to get here. Suffice to say, I didn't need to come here before now. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm gonna need this later on. The game's gonna start getting harder. Ow. My shield is able to repel these throwing swords. I like that other characters can throw swords besides Link. Like the whole idea behind this has been lost. Like it's his explicit superpower. It is not. It doesn't imply that they're all at full health though. So there's that. Ow. Oh. What do I do? Criminy. Which one is it? Do I do it from the top? Someone help me. How do I do this? There it is. You do it from the top. We're all set. Did you see that? Let me run that back real quick. Master using it and you can have this. I think people at the time when like Link to the Past came out and they called the ultimate sword the Master Sword, that people thought it came from that phrase. Master using this and you can have it. So I think people mistakenly called this the Master Sword and then Nintendo just kind of ran with it. I could be misremembering that. Anyway, the other way to get to this level, to get to the areas to go through the Lost Woods, you need to pay someone to find out what the path is. But like if you've played this game enough, you just memorize it, and you don't need to do all that. But anyway, oh, I can do this now. I could have done it before, I think. Well, that felt good. Yeah. So, there's this warp system, right? And when we were playing the enhanced version of Zelda 2, the PC version of Zelda 2, I forgot to mention this. Because I don't think I ever used it in the past. There's this whole warping system to get around the overworld. So it makes sense to me, and it's appropriate that that version of the game incorporates a similar idea where there's just like these underground tunnels that will connect you to go anywhere that you want to go. And this is not one of those places. Let's try again. But then once you go there, you can see all the entrance points, which is so cool. This is where I wanted to go. This is it. Anyway, I don't know. This game is so full of cool secrets. Like, how would I even know to do that, though? Like, I just remembered. Like, there are things that I just remember how to do, and other things that I can't fully remember. And so it's interesting to me to try to do it the way that someone playing the game for the first time might discover it. Because when you just know things, it just feels like you're doing a speed run, you know? Anyway. Hold on. See if anyone's been chatting with me. You didn't enjoy Zelda 2 enough to try it without assistance. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's actually the magic sword, yep. Oh, do I? Okay. I need the meat. So... Oh no! Oh no! I have to go to the left to get out of here. I had this problem last time. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. So I should have bought the meat when I was there and I had the chance. But I can warp. I can warp now, so it's fine. I have to walk all the way around, though. I don't know what warps near enough to that to warp there. Like, I don't have the warp system memorized, so... Like I said, I never used it. I didn't stream in the past. It didn't matter. I didn't care enough. Hey! I was hoping to get a heart. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why the phone doesn't stay up with all of your lovely comments. So I can keep reading them. Oh my goodness. Get over here! Get over here! Hey, listen! Alright. Another anachronism. Oh shoot! Where is the meat? It's in this one. Oh no! No! Ugh. Love that. Love that for me. You can buy the blue ring again, right? Like, you can waste your money on it. I think you can. Oh no. It's terrible. For as good as this game and groundbreaking as this game was, there are some ways in where it's not very far away from some of the early like NES and Famicom games of the time, and the way it manages state is one of them. Excuse me. Sorry, I just remembered that I think I would like to get the red candle. That'd be great. Oh! Oh god, can I get out? Can I go this way? Oh, thank God. So mad at myself. Alright. There it is. Try that again. Criminy. Is it worth it to try and find a warp back to level 5? Or do I just walk back at this point? Man, it's been an hour. It's been an hour and I've played one level. This isn't even like speedrun any percent at this point. It's just like walk leisurely. Walking simulator your way to the end of Zelda. I don't know, man. Whatever. Something I'm not talking enough about, which I was reminded of when writing up the blurb for this live stream, was that Breath of the Wild did try to take a lot of cues from this game about the open world-ness of it all. Like, you can walk into any level that you want. But I think I demonstrated walking into level 8, maybe level 5. I think it was level 5 last time, and how like I was unprepared for it. You know, like it's possible. It's possible to play without the additional weapons that Link can use at that later stage in the game, because you know, unlike an RPG, like your power comes from your play skill and like the stuff you've collected, which you can't uncollect in any meaningful sense. But if you insist on playing without it, you can if your skill is high enough. Mine isn't, as you can see, as I perished. But this is also... Yeah, and you can go and fight Ganon as soon as you're off the plateau. Right, it's the similar idea. You can. And in fact, I want to try it, because I haven't actually beaten Breath of the Wild yet. So if I can go through it once, I feel like I'll know enough to try it. Oh, yeah. Is this where I got one of my keys from? I don't remember. So you don't need the bow and arrow to defeat these guys. It helps immensely. I think that they are impervious in the Famicom Disk System version, though, because you can use the microphone trick. Oh, I didn't get the key here. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I was able to. I didn't have the bow at the time, or the arrow, I mean, at the time. So I couldn't. I had to use my sword, and I don't remember if I had the white sword and or the blue ring at the time. So I was suffering trying to get through it. Ooh, double whammy I can show you here. Love that for me. So to an extent, you can't get through level 5 without going back to level 4 and getting the ladder here. Hates certain kinds of sound. Right, which is very similar to Pole's voice hates loud noises. Right? Right? So yeah, you can't even beat level 5. Like you can get so far and you're gonna get stopped. It's interesting, right? It's interesting. But you're able to walk in, you know? We're up to 2 again. Oh, yeah. Oh, misplaced that one. I like how this guy was like a full-on enemy earlier. Now there's 3 of them. And because I know the secret to defeating them, they're not so difficult, right? Well, I mean, I knew that in the first place, but... Thank you for the replenishment. And again, oh, bummer to me. Another key. I haven't even used one yet. Haven't even used it. Ooh, I want... Burn the mummy down. Burn him. God, this feels familiar. Some of these are tricky. I don't think that this is... This feels... He gave me bombs, you know? You know what I'm saying? I got a bomb from that guy, and it feels like I need to do something with it. I can't even get out. Oh yeah, I can't get out. Ah, that's another reason to try everything you can think of, right? I can't get out. Very nice. Ooh. Well, speaking of bombs. Another reason I wanted to get friggin' magical sword, you guys, because fighting these guys is a pain as it is. I don't need the pain of wasting my bombs or my life on top of it. Thank you very much. Oh man. Where am I going? Where am I going? In a room which requires multiple keys. All right, let's go left. I feel like I didn't do enough before I went this far. Another time that going the wrong way first will... Oh no! That's only 2 hits. Oh! Ah! 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 Gather. I read something sad today. So the actress that plays, is it Cirilla? What's the name of the young girl from The Witcher? Was very sad that Henry Cavill did not continue in season 4. because she was a child when she started on that show. She was an actual child, and you know, she made a comment about him being like the father figure. I don't know if she meant that literally. She might have, but he's the father figure to her character anyway. And it sucks, you know, you have this adult in your life and they're gone. And it's just a job, right? But you spend, you know, acting is a weird profession in the first place. Asks a lot of your time and money and personal sacrifice in a lot of ways, really, right? I said time and money. Oh, it can cost you money. It's just a lot more of yourself than other jobs to do, say, and then like being a child actor on top of that. Woof. So anyway, I feel for her. I've heard people say though that, is it Liam Hemsworth? Can't recall. He's a better Geralt anyway. I don't know if that's true. That's also, like, to me, one of those shows that, there we go. I felt the first season was so solid. Oh, I need one more! I need one more! Oh, I would love to have more bombs. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm so close. All the cruel twists of fate that brought me here. Oh, God. There it is. I'm going. I'm running. Oh, I have to defeat them all, though. Oh, God. I don't have any more bombs. Oh. You can't really sneak up on them. They're too crafty, too wily. We got this. Siri. Yeah. I never played the Witcher video games. I never watched, I'm sorry, I never read the books. Ooh, and I got maxed out on my inventory. So like I didn't have any bombs and they just got 12 on top of it. So that was worth. That was worth. How many do you get for 20? You get 4 bombs? So that's like worth 60 rupees right there. Ooh, how'd you like it? Kellen says he played 3 hours of Witcher 3 because they gave him to GameStop employees. Okay. Right, I can't go up, right? I have to go back this way. Okay, and then I go up and I go to the right. I haven't gone to up or to the right. God, that's so funny. I did it though. I I went the wrong way first, and it did pay off because I got all that cool stuff. On the other hand, I might have gotten all this money first, and I wouldn't have been short when I finally did get there. So, on the other hand, do I need to even spend that key? Can I save using the key? Oh, I didn't even get one. Is this one of those ones where it's like you come into the room, it's like, oh, I can't do anything. Oh no. Because here's the map. Oh, I do need it because I can't get the map without it. And if I were down on keys, which I was coming in, I had negative keys compared to where I started in level 4, then I would have to come through this way to get the key and then come back. But I had one coming in. Whatever. It's fine. Go the wrong way first, friends. You know, in a high fantasy open world, it makes sense to me as an open world game. Of course it would be. Yeah. How do you feel about Dragon Age then? Because that's kind of an open world fantasy, high fantasy game. The way I played that game, oops, I didn't mean to go this way. The way I played that game was, I was told to go, was it the Red Keep? I can't remember. That was like where I was supposed to go. And then it's like, oh, to like save this guy's life, you need to go to like the Tower of the Mages and stuff. I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then go to the Tower of the Mages, and you have like your own like thing to finish there. Ooh, these guys are one-hit kills now. Fantastic. And I was so frustrated because I felt like I was 3 steps away from what I wanted to do. It was interesting the way that I felt like the game was evolving and kind of like pushing me around a bit. Until I understood the structure of that game a bit better. That wasn't intentional exactly. But it was interesting how it unfolded the way I decided to play it, because my origin in that game was an elf from like the castle town. I can't remember the name of it. But she was an elven slave, right? And I picked the one origin at random in the entire game where you can't get back to where you came from and like complete whatever like personal quest you have until you're at the end of the game, because you can't like traverse, you can't get into the alienage, the elven alienage. Oh my god, I just realized how much that parallels current day events. Criminy. Anyway, you couldn't get into the elven alienage again until very near the end of the game. So I felt like I was doing all of this stuff to get back in there. From like a character perspective, that was phenomenal, right? That was a great experience. From like a gameplay perspective, it's a little frustrating because I felt like it was leading me on. But there were like 6 different origins in that game, and like if one of them was a mage of any kind, whether elven or human, then your story would get told when I did the circle of Tower of Magi, I can't remember the exact name of it. You think I'd know though. You think I'd know from having played the game so many times. But there's more to it. There always is more, right? Or like you can end up being like one of the dwarven princes, right? Or you can be a human warrior and also be from like the castle town. Not King's Landing. King's Landing is a Song of Ice and Fire. Game of Thrones. Ooh, he's ready. Oh, I know. This is the certain type of sound he hates. Hold up. This is the one. This is the one. Ow, 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 ow. Why am I here? Oh, Lord. Why have I done this to myself? Oh, is this a place I could go to? What's the point of this? Why this room? Why? Criminy. Anyway. He hates the whistle sound for Super Mario 3. That's rude. You know that this came first. So funnily enough, right, like on the screen, that triangle is a piece of a right angle triangle, but on here, so yeah, there's the fifth one. I always thought this was an interesting shape. I always thought this was fascinating. So yes, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is 6? 6 is the next one down. So then there'll be a little square left on the right hand side there. Anyway, but now I have this whistle. I have another way to work. Oh, do I have to physically visit the other ones? Come on. Oh, nope, I don't. I just had to be patient. Where am I? Is this level 4? Yep. Okay. I think 4 is where I want to be for the next bit. 3? Yep. So I'm going in reverse order right now. And you can miss it too. You can miss it by like walking out of the path of where it's going. This is 2. Can't confirm. Reverse order. I don't know why I'm going inside, but I just want to show it. Peach's final during Smash Brawl? Really? You can play this? Fascinating. 1. Come here. Oh, didn't get him. Wait. Now we're going in forward order? I don't like this. I thought it was going to wrap around to the end. Wait, now we're going to 1. What happened? What's going on here? 2. 3. Criminy. Is the way I'm facing, does that have anything to do with this? 4. Alright, we'll do it here. Ah! And you get here. And, well. How would I know that? I don't know. I just know that. Oh, this is level 7! Oh, I know where level 6 is. I know. I have to wait for it to cycle out, and then I can do this? Does it never work here? Oh, I hate this. Dang it. Alright, so if I go farther south... Uh-oh, is it... Oh, I did it right the first time I went through here. Can I remember? Now, but you have to pay... Normally you have to pay a woman south of here, south of the forest, what the right path through the Lost Woods is. No, I got it. I got it. Why did I doubt myself? Never should. Never shall again. So for as much as I complained about needing health, a health potion, I didn't use it. Woo! These guys are nothing! Alright. Where am I going? Am I not in the right place? I thought I was. Thought I was in the right place. Maybe I'm not. Dang it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Level 6. Right, so right off the bat, I can just go there. I can go the wrong way because I have a positive number of keys again. Ow. Do I need the big shield to reflect these off? Can't remember. So here I am again with these extra shields, or extra keys. What do I need? What do I do? Do I just go? What do I do? People feel like they have to buy their keys, right? I don't know what you do in this situation. That wasn't it. That wasn't either. Yeah, what do you do? I have 3 keys. Wait, didn't I say it came with 2? I don't know. Let's go left. We got plenty. Let's just go. Okay. Feeling like I should have gone through that first door. So like I get another key and then we continue on. Because it feels like I'm progressing further, so going the wrong way is not helping me right now. Yeah, let's go back before we dig in too far here. And like the number of levels in this game, I think is also why I was freaked out, but kind of like happy with how Majora's Mask only really had like 4 main dungeons. Aim at the eyes of Goma. I wasted the key. I would be at negative keys right now. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Let's just keep on rolling. key. Ah, okay. So I could have gotten that first and then gone back. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, he almost pushed me into a like. Oh, but. Now, it's possible to get out of a like before it eats your shield, I think. I'm pretty sure. You might not get that lucky twice, though. Know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Ah! I'm having vague memories of having done this last time. I played all the way through this game. Oh, hey, buddy! Yeah. Oh, we got another one of you now. Yep. Got a better sword this time, though. Eat it. Eat my magic sword. Ugh. So many keys. What do you do? I had 2 coming in. There we go. Figured I had to get all the guys. Whee! All right. Oh, yeah, let's use it. Gotcha. Oh. Really? Is this just a dead end? All right, well, I know that I have the key. I'm just gonna use them. Like, I have one. I just got an extra one, right? So I can go either of these ways. So this is either gonna be a wasted key, because I can't get one here. Does this one even have a use? I can't recall using this for anything useful. It has more of a use in Link to the Past. Here I don't recall. Are these more effective against the Wiz ropes? Is that what it's for? I'm just gonna go. Even though, I mean, for one thing, I can use it when my sword's not available to me. So there's that. Yeah, I went the wrong way, right? Like, I could have replenished my keys that way, but I didn't go down first. I went up first. So, like, in that case, if I didn't have the right number of keys, was I stuck there, and did I have to pay for another key? Because now I'm back at status quo. Yeah, see, yep. Now I have the magical sword. I paused it so I could talk and not get hit. I have the magical sword, and now that I hit these guys, they don't split into those red keys anymore. God. Ah! Oh my God. I am not being careful, you guys. Another one, another one. Is there somewhere I didn't go? Did I double back too soon? I did. I did. I fear. Oh, man. Yep, another key. This is so frustrating. I would have been stuck. I would have been stuck. They didn't order those properly. Okay. Do I need to go over there for any reason? Just to get those guys, right? If they don't hop over toward me, I guess. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh, I died! Oh no! Oh, weak. I didn't need the meat. After all. Well, that's funny. Oh, happened to get the right one. Now, where didn't I go? All right. I don't have to get all these guys just to walk through. Getting battered around right now. Oh, come on. Criminy. I'll use it. I'll use my last potion. I don't care. Sure, remember that room. Didn't respawn those guys. Ah. Oh. Oh God! Why don't they bounce? Jeepers. What did I miss? Going the wrong way first. What did I miss? Going the wrong way first. What did I miss? Going the wrong way first. What did I miss? What did I miss? Not much. Not flippin' much. Pissing me off. Right, and you got this false, like, oh, I'm close, but you're not close. You're not close because you are a room away, but you can't reach it from here. That's right, so that was the clue to get to level 7. See, if I just went in order, if I had just done it first, I wouldn't have been like, whoops, that's how I get to level 7. How did I find that out? Ha ha! Yeah, sorry. Do that in the right order. Right order, Sean. Right order. Even the magical sword is not much of a match for these guys. Ugh. Crab battle. Rachel, you should get this hat. You should get this hat. You should get it. It's 10% off right now. Rachel, get the hat. Oh, come on. All right. Oh, did I need to do this? I think I did need to do this. So I got, that's all it took. I got arrows. I think those are required to defeat him. How would you know? Again, like the game doesn't tell you these things. There might be hints scattered around, but how do you know? How do you know? And then like later games will just use this stuff. They'll make it more obvious. Like they'll give you the item explicitly in the level to defeat the boss. I don't know, whatever. All right, I gotta quit. It's a little longer than I wanted to go. I mean, I would go longer, but that's a little longer than I really had. So thank you all so much for joining us. Excuse me. We're gonna do our little trick right now. Up an A, that's what I pressed, and we'll save. And I should have 2. Yep, 2 continues. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah. This is much better compared to the 55 deaths I had on my other account. 55. Good Lord. There is so much I want to get to with this NSO stuff. There is so much. It's just general controller stuff, and in a way, I feel like the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff is prepping us better for that. So instead of doing the NSO stuff first, we're gonna do those videos. I do want to give our Dojo disciples a hint as to what those videos are going to be. A rough release order, not necessarily a schedule, although a schedule would be nice, but like we can't keep the schedules for various reasons, and this last time was because the Switch 2 threw us off. That we tried to pivot twice and couldn't do it. So what we did end up doing around the Switch 2 launch was we had some live streams and we created some shorts. And then we planned out like neat things we found during our Switch 2 research and formulated those into various videos. Like some of them are research-based, Dojo snacks, some of them are like train your game, like the hints about this and a bit more of the history. Others are like Denshi Mail to answer like questions people have about not stuff like this. But I bought this too. I bought this. I didn't want to, but I knew I would have to for various reasons. Because I don't think it's here anymore. I moved it. I do want to do a short keeper heap about the Switch 2 Pro Controller, and not even for its own sake necessarily, but for some other neat things you learn about it during the welcome tour. Yeah, it's way over there. I got some other stuff, like I got the piranha plant. Can you see it from here? No, it's behind the pillar. The piranha plant camera. So there'll be a little video featuring that, like not about it, but featuring it. Does that make sense? It'll make sense when we do it. It's in the list. It's like third in the list, I think. I don't know. So we're gonna release our more complete plan to Dojo Disciples, which reminds me, we need to read off our Patreon supporters for the month of December 2025. And I have to refresh the screen because I think someone dropped off. Yeah, I think we lost the Dojo Disciple. Rats! You should have stuck around, buddy, because you were going to get your money's worth in about a week here. or at least one more of the Oh no, maybe not. Hold on. Oh, we lost a producer. Okay, so that's not so bad. I mean, it's not great. Not gonna lie. But we haven't been giving the producers what they deserve. So I'm not surprised people are dropping off. So we're gonna start doing that. I mean, that's why we're making the videos. That's why I'm telling you our plans. So one of the things that producers get, and we'll read you off: Peter Burrell, Keith Robinson, Rachel Moser, Matcha, and Dilios of Sparta. In no particular order. What order is this? Oh, is that... This isn't an order. I just don't know what that order is. Let's do it by name and then tier? I don't know. How does that work? Read them again. Oh, that's right. Peter Burrell, Keith Robinson, Rachel Moser, Matcha, and Dilios of Sparta. Got to give you guys reasons. Got to give you reasons for continuing to be producers. And one of those reasons is the voting for the live streams. And we haven't been doing that. But you do have to stick around all year to get a thank you card. And I'm thinking of putting a little more in the thank you card this year. Little bit extra. It'll go on the card, and you'll get it. It'll be great. How much money is that? We can handle that. Okay, that seems fine. That seems like a proper thank you. All right, so the next are Dojo Disciples: Andrew Greeley, Bombs, Kellen, and Morel. So Kellen's been here. Thank you for joining us tonight. And then our season pass holders: Earl Grey III, Daniel Hathcock, and Jody Anthony, who will get DVDs for their support. Some of you guys have been with us for a long time. You've given us so much, and we need to give you something in return. I tell you what. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say, really. Again, please join us on Patreon, where even $1 is better than an ad. So even for that little bit of $1, you will get to see our upcoming videos, be the first ones to see it. Plus, you get access to our instantly to our bloopers, including the ones for the new ones we're going to be making. But there's already, so many of them, and you can enjoy those until the next ones come out. So even like, oh, thanks, Kellen. I'm glad you love it here. I would prefer people just go down to that level, to $1, rather than full out cancel, because you'll get so much for it. You'll get so much for it, I think. And it helps us keep this channel ad free. I don't want to add ads to this channel. So like I was saying, we've been doing shorts, and we did one real quick for Burger Becky when she unfortunately passed away last month. Somewhat unexpectedly. I mean, we knew she had cancer, but like it got really aggressive. And there were people who donated on this stream to help for her, what became, first of all, fighting her cancer costs, and then ultimately her funeral costs. And so the people who donated we gave that money. We passed that along. People who donated during the stream. I mean, we could still, if people have interest, or you could do it directly to her GoFundMe, which we added to the Discord, which I will add a link to the Discord here in the chat here, just a second. But also, we posted a short based on the line she read for us based on an interview that she had given, answers she had written to someone else for their interview. And we put it in our video. And she read it for us and was on camera and was so gracious about it. We had such a great time talking to her in an impromptu video or interview for that. The video is hard to share because of how it was recorded in like a variable bitrate from Skype, and I have not gotten software to appropriately render the entire thing as like an editable video. Like it just doesn't like variable frame rate video very well, and I have not found a way to convert it into a constant frame rate video and not have like the sound not sync up after a while. So it's just been very difficult. But so I always wanted to get her back on a proper video interview, like either like on the podcast, but then Skype shut down, so we couldn't even offer to do that. I'm not sure if she was in the health to do it at that point, but still. So anyway, long story short, we made a short video based on that, which linked to the longer one. That short video did very, very well, unexpectedly. We just wanted to pay her homage, but you know, we got some earnings from that, including that people watching the longer future retro video about the game Out of This World. Do I have it hanging out over here? Yeah, here we go. It's a fantastic game which we streamed a while ago. So, like, had she survived, I guess we probably would have done some kind of, like, proper fundraiser. But as it was, we earned some money from that, which felt bad. So, in addition to passing along what you all earned, we passed along our proceeds plus a little bit extra from us, you know, to help her out, or help her family out, I suppose. The least we could do, honestly. Let me share the invite to the Discord so you can see what, share invite. Drop it in the chat here. So yeah, more to come on all that, but we released another short based on this. You know, just this general bit of information, because that by itself is worth sharing. And even in the video that we're gonna share, we're not gonna belabor the point. So if people like watch that for the first minute or so, it's like, yep, I got all the info I want, I'm out of here. I guess good on you. But like there's more to share. There's more to share about the topic, apart from the history part that we find interesting, like I showed you with the Game Boy cartridges. Are these all upside down? They sure are. Oh, they're not. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Aside from all of this, interesting stuff. So these are all going to be like shorter videos. Like if any of them exceeds 5 minutes, I'll be surprised. Before we get to the longer meat and potatoes stuff. But I have a lot of interest in what we're building up to. So again, we'll release that list to Dojo Disciples. So if you're really interested in knowing more details and like being able to bookmark it, become a Dojo Disciple, and then you get the Famicom Dojo DVD after your first 2 months for free. I mean, it's not free; you paid for it, but excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, you get one of those. So you know, all is not lost. And also you get to become a producer, and you get to vote for producers' picks, and anyone who pays anything gets to nominate a game. So we're gonna run that not next week, the week of Christmas, the week before Christmas. Yeah, I think the week before Christmas we're gonna run our next producers' picks, and then we will, I think, January 2nd will be the December producer's pick. Yes, I think that's how we're going to do that. Because I want to finish this game. We should be able to do it. Maybe not exactly next time. Well, we can try. Because we have level 7, 8, and 9 still, plus Ganon. So we'll see how far we get. But I had a point to explaining all of this. Or better taped, as I said. Yeah, I'm very excited for what we're doing around the Switch too, because it's still kind of timely. Like the original plan was to do this like way back in August. It's a lot of things have been happening. So like the video that we're gonna release next week was like filmed in July, I want to say. Stuff happens, but it's going to parlay nicely into what our original plan was now, and it's going to help inform and make those videos better, I think. So we have a plan to execute, and hopefully nothing in the Nintendo sphere will change to alter that. Like we do have the Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics coming out in February or January or February, one of those two. And then the peripheral. I'm probably going to spend $100 on the standee, but there's also the cardboard version. So take that as you will. $100. That's ridiculous. I'm still going to pay it because I'm just like that. Anyway, it's all going to be good practice. And then our current short about this is doing very, very well. Like so well, I wish I had gotten the full video done so we could link to that. Because that's how we did so well. I might find a different topic about this to help link to it instead. So that's just a pattern we're going to follow. Like you can expect to see shorts videos on YouTube associated to these topics. There's another one I want to do in the interim as like a little bit of a test. Someone left a very snarky comment on our last very popular video about downloading the Japanese Nintendo Switch online consoles. That the real video starts at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And they're kind of not wrong in a way, even though we spent so much time with the producer notes. So as a producer, you can see in progress drafts. So the person who dropped out, you're not going to see this. So we're going to have some for the this upcoming video. Because we have a question to ask you guys. But like, you know, we usually do that with a directed specific draft. It's like, hey, we were thinking of this or this. It's not like a general, hey, give us feedback thing, but like a producer would, you have the opportunity to pass us a note and say, this video isn't really done until you do this or this, or I like this better than this, or have you thought about this? And we take those very seriously because it made our video about Out of This World phenomenal. It made it very, very good. I don't think that we had the Burger Becky quote with her in it until after those notes. It was always our intention to get her, but it was one of the last things that we did. So I think I read the quote in the draft, assuming it was even in any of the drafts. We might have saved it, so I didn't have to read the quote. But I think I read the quote in the audio to time it right, and then I put her audio in instead later. But those are the kinds of things that you can see even if you don't see the upcoming ones, like if you are a producer now, you have access to all of those drafts, the previous ones, and then compare them to the video that you've seen. And then everyone gets their name in the credits. Anyone who pays anything gets their name in the credits, because I think that's what you deserve. So even this next upcoming video that won't have a producer's notes post attached to it. So anyway, I am rambling on, but I'm very excited about what we have up and coming. It'll keep us very busy for months to come, assuming we can keep to the schedule. So if we're not busy for months to come, we still have ideas and know what we want to do for months to come. It'll just take longer to do, if that makes any sense. But I'm very excited to get a lot done this month. Last year at this time, we had a lot of ideas, but not a lot of concrete like scripts or a plan necessarily, right? Like we formulated the NSO video release plan around this time last year, but we didn't implement anything yet. We were still writing scripts well into February. And so I was really focusing on getting the video done that we did release in February as part of the initial first phase of the plan, and then because Nintendo Switch 2 got announced, and then we pivoted. That was the first pivot when we did. We heard about the mouse on the Switch 2, so we're like, oh, are we getting Mario Paint? And we freaking did. Anyway, there's more to say about that. There's a much shorter video. I bought this. Suffice to say, it didn't do what I had hoped, but it does use these on the Switch. There is an adapter that will use this mouse as a USB mouse on a PC, which is neat, and I could still buy it, but it's $50, and that's not worth it unless I can find it way cheaper. It's $25, but it costs $50 to ship, plus Trump tariffs. So, it's good stuff. Anyway, we're very excited how the channel's going. We're very excited about being monetized here. Our shop is attached now to the live channel. Our shop is attached now to all of our other videos and our other channels and stuff. So we're very happy about that. But we will not be doing ads on the live stream. That is our current commitment. I don't know what could change that. We just want people to sign up as better than an ad tier and get your name in. So thank you all for joining us. We will be posting more about our plans to everyone else as we go. And I guess until then, the dojo is a mystical triangle. Next time we'll have, sorry, my fingers aren't lining up because I don't have a mirrored image in front of me. It'll be a mystical triangle next time. But until then.
Famicom Dojo.